Well, now our final match from the baseball ground derby, where County shake off their considerable current problems, savour the pleasure of a full house, a tribute to their own determination and the glamour, the talent and the tradition of their visitors, Manchester United. Your commentator, Barry Davis.
The baseball ground, all abuzz as in days of yore. The Jacob Ram on patrol, the atmosphere both vibrant and expectant for all the tasks which faces their side against a team whose supporters believe that this would be a fitting year for Manchester United to win the FA Cup. Derby County feeling the strongest side available to them in the FA Cup competition. Most importantly, Archie Gemmill past fit after trouble with a hamstring injury. Not surprisingly, Manchester United stick with the side which demolished Arsenal in the Milk Cup in midweek. And on the field are three survivors of the last meeting between these two sides in the FA Cup semi-final in April '76. On the Manchester United side, Steve Coppell. And for Derby County, Steve Powell, and the man who's now the skipper, Archie Gemmill. Well, the years have gone by. Jackie Stamp's now 64 and sadly blinded, but a regular visitor to the baseball ground. The team he served so well as a player, including scoring 2 goals in the 1946 FA Cup final. Kevin Moran, Mike Duxbury. Cut out by Gemmill. Mills didn't give it enough weight. Typical cup tie start, and the free kick given for the challenge by Steve Buckley, who got in pretty harshly then on Steve Coppell. Duxbury, Brian Robson. Feeding Coppell again, once more to test Buckley. And Powell slips. Oh, and the goalkeeper makes a marvellous save from Stapleton. Steve Cherry was exposed then because Steve Powell slipped. And Cherry somehow managed to increase his reach to deny Frank Stapleton. A lot of pressure. Alveston. Muren has gone wide to the left. Swindlehurst in company. Robson. Alveston. Whiteside, that's a good turn, and he was being held, and a good save. And the foot of Buckley got there first. Whiteside was surely being pulled by Powell, but was allowed to go on, got the shot in. Cherry got down well, but needed Buckley. McQueen, Moses, lovely turn. And here's Coppell. And Buckley again, the man to save the... McQueen. Oh, that could be a problem. And that's obstruction clearly by McQueen and given. McQueen protests that there was an elbow used, but he had no intention at all of playing the ball, and he knows it. And the referee's pulled it back a little further than I would have thought was correct, but even so. Now Buckley could have a strike. And does. And fed out like a scrum half by Bailey. Fortunately for him, the cross wasn't a good one that followed. And suddenly, Derby are having their moment. And there may be more to follow. Moran. Just one half error, and suddenly the underdogs change the position of hands on the throat. Swindlehurst, that's nice if he can take it, and he can, he being Brolly. And has he got the corner? Yes, he has. Foster's come forward. And Bailey takes well this time. McQueen is up. It's a good punch, although it doesn't go as far as he hoped. McQueen once more, off the line. Barton, who cleared it, then Buckley, and now Kevin Wilson. He's got support to his left, but his touch let him down. There's the man who returned and has rekindled the atmosphere of the time when he was here with the real Brian Clough, Peter Taylor. Action, and the crowd rise to their feet. There have been no goals in this opening half, but it's been crammed full of incident and obviously has been thoroughly enjoyed. Steve Cherry taking his position at an end where the pressure of the crowd seems to be being felt rather greatly. Capacity crowd of 34,700, record receipts of £108,000. Stapleton. And the man over is Topple. And straight into the pit of Cherry's stomach. Topple blocked away by Powell, who was about 4 yards off the ball when the shot was finally taken. But now Koppel, Whiteside, far side, this is the best chance of the match, and it's made to count. "84 minutes, and Whiteside leaves Foster and Cherry in dejection, and the supporters who have come down from Manchester in utter delight. At long last, all their possession put something on the score sheet, and Whiteside is the scorer. Well, they must have hoped for so long for the possibility of the replay. They've never surely been able to hope for much more than that. Robson. Alverson. The Derby crowd responding well. Foster across. It's a mass of red and white now. Stapleton. Moses. Muren. Amazing escape, first off Crowley and then off Barton. Muren once more, and Barton once more, and it's a corner. Went to Wembley in '79 to lose to Arsenal. Andy Hill. Turned away by McQueen. There is life yet in Derby County. Everybody comes forward into the area, trying to grab a priceless equaliser, not only in terms of pride as the captain stands up, not only in terms of pride, but in terms of the money that would be so welcome from a replay. Taylor looking very much so like the captain on his ship. Mills with the corner, and it's a good one, but it's well claimed. Very well held by Gary Bailey. That close, maybe. I doubt it. And United are through. It was very hard work for them. It was hard work for them because of some staunch defending by Derby County, in particular by Steve Powell, because of their own inabilities to finish. But in the end, Whiteside's goal in the 84th minute proved to be decisive.
Two things worth noting. Norman Whiteside is still only 17, and young Steve Cherry gave a most accomplished exhibition of the art of goalkeeping, which brings me quite naturally to Bob.
Well, Steve was brilliant, wasn't he?